Gardening by the moon is an ancient practice that has been used for thousands of years. Many people swear by it, and if it's a practice that's still surviving after so long, there must be some substance to it. The interaction of the moon, sun and earth and the gravitational forces affects many plants. And some scientists have confirmed that variations in sap flow in different plants corresponds with the gravitational pull of the moon. We all know that the moon passes through 4 phases, but what you may not know is that the full moon phase is the reason I've dragged out the crew tonight, because it's the best time to plant out all root crops and fruiting and ornamental perennials. So it looks like I've got a busy night tonight. Beetroot is a crop that's a bit hit and miss for me. I've already soaked my beetroot seeds overnight. This allows them to absorb water and they germinate very quickly. If you've got lots of mulch on your veggie garden like mine, spread the mulch aside, loosen up the soil and push the seeds in. Beetroot are great because they're so versatile. When they're small, you can harvest the leaves and they are great for mixed salads. A full moon is also the best time for laying turf, taking cuttings and dividing plants. And remember to mark on your calendar during the full moon phase in June and July that it's the best time for pruning those winter dormant plants. Now, the last quarter of the lunar cycle, there is no planting, so you can have a rest. But it's the best time for weeding, so I don't get a rest. I've always got so many weeds. Mulching and composting is important at this time of the year. There's reduced sap flow because there's reduced light. Now, if you're right into moon planting or have become a little confused about what days to water on, my best advice is to ignore it. The truth is, if your plants need watering, stick to your rostered days. During the new moon phase, it's the best time to sow or transplant leafy greens, like lettuce, silver beet and spinach. In fact, anything where we eat the leaf and the stem. And during the first quarter phase, it's the best time to transplant those fruiting annuals, those plants where we eat the fruiting or the seeding part of the plant, like cucumbers, rock melons and zucchinis. It's also the best time of the month for deadhead roses. Every year I say that I'm going to follow gardening by the moon practices, just to see for myself if it works. It means I have to change the way I allocate my gardening time, but I'm up for a challenge. And like a friend of mine said to me, at least it gets things done. Because as we all know, the moon waits for nobody.